We are Kiwi Brick Exchange, a Bricklink seller located in Wellington, New Zealand. We resell on Bricklink and BrickOwl, and these videos will provide you a behind the scenes look into our systems and processes. It's Sunday morning and the start of a new vlog, and we have a lovely announcement that Dad's Brick Army is now officially open. Ignore the expensive Wolverine figure. He has opened a store with a good number of parts. We're starting with 37,319 items and almost 5,000 lots. Looking very good. And we've just come back from picking up a lovely haul, which is sitting just over there on the ground. We've got one container there, the second container there, some not Lego over there, but we do have an amazing find, which will be coming out in a video this week as well, of minifigures, and keen eyes will spot Lord of the Rings, Star Wars, and lots of great parts in there. Still lots more in this tub as well that he's going to be sorting, so he's going to be taking this one, having a little hunt through, and I'm taking the minifigures back down to Wellington. So we've done a bit of a travelling this weekend, and we'll show you the store in a second. And here we have the store in all its glory. See, from last time we visited, a nice little organised sets and things to part out. He got a couple of Notre Dame sets the other day, and a couple of the Dungeons & Dragons minifigures, so that's a heap of pieces to part out. Just sitting there, 7,500, 8,000. There's 15,000 pieces. A city set here, still to part out. We've got some Lego Dreams, which have been on discount recently over here in New Zealand. Nutcracker were discounted at one point. We've got some Wakanda Forever. We've got a doggo. Hey, doggo. Nice little organisation of the minifigures here, and this is something we've talked about in a previous vlog. So, you know, there's some good quality figures here. I got a couple of Mona Lisa sets. They were on special from the get-go for some stores over here. What else have we got ready to part out? Modern art sets, a couple of Ninjago, another Dreams, and some roses under there as well. And he's gone for his 4-digit numbering system all the way down. And we did say the Bricklink wars have begun. So, just to mess with things. Being the good son that I am, he'll never know. Look at that. And we've got a nice little picking trolley. So when some orders come through, which potentially could be today, we might show you those, or we'll get them sent through. What is this?
Unwashed.
Oh, unwashed, ready to be processed. It's just pieces.
Mount Doom's over there.
Mount Doom?
Yeah.
Yeah, somewhere down here in the shed. You got some more countdown. So non-Lego on this one here. Non-Lego plates, probably going to the nephew. And then we've got, what do you call it? Mount Doom.
Mount Doom.
That looks familiar. That's actually a box from us. Lots of unsorted, bulk as well. And the other reason for a road trip this week is we have gone halves on a brand new Bamboo Lab P1 series 3D printer. Really cool 3D printers, and very, very efficient. Lots of fun. Can print up to 4 colours at once, and so we're going to be using that to do some things for the store, and also just come up with some other hobbies and things. And so we'll get that built now and get it underway. I'm back in the store in Wellington after a long time travelling over the weekend, and we are currently picking through a very large order. Big thank you to one of our local sellers as well in New Zealand. He's working on a bit of a mock. So it is 1,011 items and 112 lots. Picking pretty well though. I hit the 100 lot mark around about an hour, so not too bad. 800 odd pieces picked in that hour, and all dark bluish grey. There's no real way we were going to bag this up any better than this, so I just tried to put it in sort of categories, bags and things like that, and obviously a new bag over here, which has been great. And we are working through some of the haul from the one we picked up over the weekend, and that video is probably going to be live by the time you're watching this, which is fantastic, and heaps of really good value. A couple of the random little bits in there like mighty beans, but just this tub here is currently sitting on a brick store file. If I just show you it, 12 items, and it is worth $288 of value. So that is just going to be an amazing haul. Looking forward to showing everyone all of that. And that's just that tub. We've got all of that, which has some really good bits in it. We've got a starlord that's just missing 2 pieces, but it's about a $20 set as well. And then if I swing you around, on the ground currently is these giant bags, and that is a lot of value. And while I was sorting, I also found some sealed space figures. So, you know, there's just stuff everywhere, which is fantastic. So we're going to get that in the store. Our aim this week is to really try and hit as many different items into the store as possible. We've got a massive amount of bulk that we'll show you shortly, ready to put in the store. And here is the bulk. As promised, we have taken over part of the kitchen, and all of this is in part type. And then at the bottom down here, we've got a number of the sorted colour bags. It's in this cupboard because we've had to clear out the room. We've got some family staying for an extended time, so my wife has kindly offered some space. But as we've said, all of this is from the haul a month ago. So much value, and all in part type, so just going to keep going through that this week. The aim is to get as much of this in as possible, and we'll catch up with you tomorrow for more orders and more sorting. Monday afternoon in the store, and we have just bagged up and organised all of these figures, which will be breaking down for you in the ultimate Lego road trip video. But man, oh man, have we found some value. And this file is building nicely. We're calling this Cup 1 because Cup 2 has some other pieces over there. And then we've got big giant bags to sort. But even just things like this tree trunk here, it's coming in at $10. So lots of great value, some really good minifigures. Cool to find a Marty McFly minifigure and some pieces from a fun pack set. And even just, you know, little tiny things that you wouldn't expect to be too much. Just build up really nicely. And so really, really good haul so far. We've got Anakin Skywalker over there, and that's going to be the focus of the rest of the day. Catch up with Richie over on YouTube for his vlog. We have been talking with Richie and Noah from the Brick Shed just about a little bit of a project that we're going to get done, knowing the three of us with all of our projects on. It will be coming soon, which means any time. But the store's going very good, and I've just got those minifigure bags down there, and one order came through today, which we'll pick. Trying to clear again, which is the theme of the vlogs, some more bench space, because we are very, very space poor here in our store. But everything's looking pretty nice. A couple of interesting little finds in the Lego haul that's made it to the shelf. Not quite Lego, but definitely adding some value to the shelf. So we're going to try and work as well through these base plates and things. I had a buyer reach out, see if I would sell any larger base plates. I said I didn't have them, but I've got those. So we'll see if they're keen on those. This tub over here is just a whole bunch of parts with issues or minifigures with issues, so we'll do that as a bit of a B grade and flick that off. This will just keep sitting on my desk, you know, just fake Lego tape, and I guess someone will find it useful, so we'll try and flick that off or see if someone local wants it. The other thing that's on my desk is these are all the parts from the last haul that we haven't quite got to, but we'll be working through those. Just a bulk bag of accessories, and I reached out this week to a friend of ours to see if they were interested in sorting some Lego and keep some Lego, and they said yes. So we're working through a bit of a plan for that, giving them bags or things like this, allowing them to keep a portion of it, but having it come back sorted or identified. And no, it is a really good system over in Aussie. I've seen lots of other Bricklink sellers do similar, and that's kind of what we're up to at the moment. And this minifigure pile is lots of value that we need to get sorted. So lots to do. Working on another prototype for that. Getting these in the store. Picking orders. It's all go here. Tuesday night in the store, and we just had this large box appear. And it is what I thought it was, which is the A-frame cabin. Now, we actually got this for parts in a recent legal order for Black Friday. Discounted and had an okay part out value with some of the other things we were getting. I just saw lots of plant pieces and some reddish brown. So the old man has just had his first order come through. And in classic fashion of a first order, he was actually missing 2 of these green plates, 8x16. And went through a slight panic, I'm sure, whether we need to refund the buyer. And I said, because it's your first order, you really do want it to go successfully, obviously. And so what I do, if I'm missing a part in my order, or if I've miscoloured when I've tried to upload, for this situation, he put 2 bright green 8x16s instead of a green. Very, very easy to do, particularly starting out. I typed in the part number to Bricklink, and what you can see is actually what sets this part was in. And so we go down to green and 37. And then what I'm looking for is, number 1, is there a cheap set that's got it in? Which there is this one here, and it's 2024, so it should still be in stores. Or do I have anything in the backlog? And I had a quick look for him, knowing his backlog, and I know he hasn't parted out the Dungeons & Dragons set yet. He was sitting on those, and I said, oh, are you going to part those out shortly? And he thought he might be. So I said, well, there's 1 in them, and you've got 2 of them, so grab it. And that's a good way of fulfilling that order. It does mean that he's going to need to start going to do a part out of this. But hey, getting good parts and figures in the store. So one solution, if you're getting an order and you can't fill them, looking for things like this, or finding in your bulk. Okay, before I do pick through some orders, I have to tackle some of this. And man, oh man, have we got a good amount of bulk in here. Some really, really good minifigures. There is so many I can identify. I put out a couple already. We've got an Elrond with the wrong body and torso. With the cape though, which is nice because Elrond over here from a previous haul is missing a cape. So we'll definitely be able to get that one in the store. But I just want to show you this piece here. And again, just goes to show you what you can find. Just this one item here is worth $28 on Bricklink. We've sold, I think, a black and a red version of this before. So they do sell. And that is a great find for the week. All of these minifigures will be going in a longer video for our haul, but there is some absolute gold in here. And we might get a replacement hood for this one. But even these capes are from some of the King of the Dead or the Soldier of the Dead figures. And if they are in there in their complete nature, that's $70 and probably $80. So Lord of the Rings figures, we call it finding Lord of the Rings gold. Let me know in the comments below how you're going for your hauls this week, and whether you found any gold, and maybe let us know your highest ever minifigure value. That'd be an interesting one to see how people have gone on that. It's Wednesday night in the store, and I realised that I didn't actually film picking of the orders, and by the time they're in the bags, it was too late. However, look at that, that's just come through. That is over $300 of minifigures and parts, and a lot of them are actually ones that we've just uploaded. So that Elrond went up this morning, and it's $5.39, and it has sold. Definitely some others in there. The Sakaran's gone. Catwoman, I believe, is sold. There is some good value that is sold from here. That piece is gone already. So heaps of uploads. So far, we've uploaded just the 61 parts of minifigures for $726. So this all is going to be outrageous. Look forward to the long video of that. I'm not going to talk too much more about that this week, but we are still sorting. So these are all figures that we've identified, a lot of collectible series. We did stop in another place on the way up to grab some things, and these are all the ones that have not been put together now. That legs definitely goes on one of the Soldiers of the Dead, and trying to find one more of them. Just the legs alone are about $18. But all of these are minifigures that are either missing 1 or 2 parts. I think one of these ones here just missing the antenna, and the antenna themselves are about $14 each. So It'd be nice to find some of those and piece those together. We found a pretty good condition figure for this one here, but the helmet or helm piece was very discoloured, so I've tried to see if I can get a replacement for that. But still lots to sort, and this is what we've still got going. Daughter's tried to take over the bed with her duvet, but it doesn't even look like we've sorted anything, to be perfectly honest. And then we've broken off all these here as well, so I am looking forward to this. We've also found a couple of sort of like motors and a little controller. It's Thursday in the store, and we've just had a pick-a-brick order from the Black Friday sales come through, which was awesome. Had the A-frame cabin turn up early in the week, and this will be a good one to sort through and add to the store. Just thought I'd sort of talk through what's been happening in the store, my thoughts, and sort of plans for the near future. We have obviously situated our store this sort of layout at the moment. For long-time watchers of the channel, you remember that we sort of had the oversized bins going that way and the shelf going this way, and it sort of cut off the corner. Particularly, one of the main issues is cutting off the light, which is behind me. And so I've tried to open up the space. It's definitely working, definitely sort of improving the space and things. We are definitely space poor, and so one of our white organisers in there currently. And so kind of the next step that I'm thinking, and I've talked about it, but still haven't found a good solution, is sort of a shelving unit that would go up here, ideally to the ceiling, because what we'll be able to do is put in things like some of our packaging material, which is still situated down there, sort of in a top layer that we can grab every so often, and maybe a couple more organisers in there as well. We have considered putting some things on the side here, but there's just not really enough space between the bed that we've got in this room and no other organisation that's really going to work. So we're not going to do any sort of organising units on the side of this one here. Basically just going to have the setup here where we've got one shelf on this side. When we come around and picking, we can leave containers on there and pick through. One shelf on this side, which will obviously always gets filled up with parts. But one thing we have managed to do is really decrease used bulk that we've got currently in the store. That blue bin is full. The bin above it is modified plates, and then we've got the rest of our sorting categories underneath. And what my goal is over the holiday period is get what I'm now calling a bit of a death pile to zero, because having parts to sort is great and having them in categories is great, but sorting them into those categories is taking a lot of time. So we've talked previously about reaching out to some friends of ours who are going to do some sorting with us and then keep some of the Lego. That's a really good solution. But at this stage, it's really just about keeping things as tidy as possible. It's been a hectic few weeks with lots of different things, and the hauls that we've been picking up lately are just ridiculously good. So it's been a lot of sorting, a lot of getting through minifigure parts, and because we know minifigures are just worth, the value that they, are number one for picking and putting in the store as well. It makes sense to hit these every time we get them. And so every time a new haul comes in, I kind of have to park the old one and really get the minifigures. But my plan, and all Lego enthusiasts know this is a great plan, but it doesn't always happen, is to not buy anything else in the month of December. If we're selling the way we are, that's going to be obviously our largest month of profit because we're not buying anything else. But who knows? There's always hauls, there's always things to find, and when you're getting good deals and things, you want to pick them up and maybe park them for a later date. So because we are space poor here, you'll hear me saying that quite a bit in our videos, we do need to consider that. So possibly another sale coming soon. Everyone loves a Christmas sale. Just to clear off some stock and again clear up some more space in some of our organisers. That's sort of the only goal I really have. Sort some bulk, clear off some more stock, and get some more things in the store. So I'm kind of having a bit of a think maybe over the holidays, just things to move into next year. Obviously, we're going to make this channel a big focus, and so you'll see a little bit of a lighting setup, hopefully, over the holidays as well. Just a bit more space or background space for doing videos and things. I want to really push out some content to you guys who have been supporting the channel, and really do appreciate all the support from everybody. And at this point in the video, if you haven't already, please do hit the like button below, comment, subscribe to the channel. All of those things really make a big difference to what we're doing, and it's nice just keeping going. It can be me and the Lego at times, and the wee one, but knowing
these are making a difference to people is a really good thing. So I appreciate all the support and feedback that many people have done, and the reach outs and comments and things. So yeah, please keep that going, and we'll get back to more sorting and orders this week. So just working through this pick a brick order, lots of really good parts. Going to be going in the store very shortly. Plant pieces, some masonry bricks, etc. Flat silver tiles, but there's always an interesting piece that seems to find its way. Unfortunately, we've got a bright light yellow slope, which, if there's any piece that's going to find its way, and you'd hope it'd be something a little bit more valuable than that, but hey, lots of great parts going in the store in our latest pick a brick order. It's Friday night in the store, and the desk is looking a lot clearer than it has been in a long time. We've managed to get all of our figures down to essentially parts. So we've got helms and hair pieces here, heads, which is a couple of interesting ones, some Toy Story, older Orc figures. This part here is we tried to make the minifigures from the bulk lot that we had, but it didn't look like we had all the parts for it, or there's really expensive parts. It's not actually worth trying to find them or add them on from other Bricklink stores. So they'll just be a quick tub that we can go through and just sort and add via Brick Store. We've got sort of non-torso head parts here, sort of minifigure parts, weapons, accessories. Again, another tub that we can work through. And then we've got a specific one here of torsos, excuse the light a little bit today, and one of legs. So again, each of these tubs will just be a good one to work through at a time. And over here, we've got a number of incomplete figures that are just missing one or two parts. So we've added lots of those to a wanted list. We've got a couple more to add. We've got two golem figures here who are just missing arms. And then we've got a couple of figures from our recent haul. Thankfully, the Soldier of the Dead, the legs are about $18. They have been found by the old man, so he's bringing those down when he comes to visit on the weekend. Not so Bricklink Wary later on in the week, but he's been doing pretty well. Lots of orders to start his little Bricklink journey, and we might catch up and have him on the video tomorrow. This one here is another Lord of the Rings one, just missing a hairpiece, and we've also found the head, also the top of the head for this one, just waiting for the head to finish off. So lots going in the store, and man, we've just had orders flying in this week. Lots of big minifigure ones, which is to be expected. Again, we upload minifigures, and we're expecting that those will fly out the door. We managed to do another upload of $310 worth for 31 different minifigures. A couple of really nice ones there with the Mary Jane 5 and Aura Singh, all in really good condition, along with a Samwise Gamgee and an Aragorn, which I don't think there were any of in New Zealand, which is what we like to see, giving some people some opportunities to buy where they might not have previously. So a number of good figures in this one here. This Nova's been sitting in here for a month or two and have been sold previously, so that's great that that's gone. But really, decent size order. A couple of new parts from the Dungeons & Dragons minifigures. I think it looks like a Darth Maul helmet is. And Emmett Western outfit, which we uploaded this week. So a number of parts. This one also went up this week. Just great value for what it's worth. So I thank you very much for that order. And we have about 3 or 4 more to pick. We're just waiting for those to get paid. All bank transfers seem to be this week. And that is there. The other thing that I've been trying to do is, now that we've cleared a bit of space here, and I've got one or two more jobs to finish off, is in the wardrobe I have started to list some sets on TradeMe. So we've got a Akbar Raider set and a Sealed and Jago one. We've got the record player, which is going to a friend of ours, as well as some sort of bulk minifigure parts that are B grade. Just trying to clear some space, because this is the backlog. We talked about the death backlog and how we want to be getting to some of these boxes as well, which are all, these ones here in particular, are all part type. So getting some time to get to that would be great, and probably going to do this lot here as a bit of a bulk lot on Marketplace as well. Lots of things going in the store, going really good, and we're up to about 65,000 parts. So we'll keep chugging along and see what else we can get in the store this weekend. And we're about to head off to the post shop in 10 minutes, and we've just had an order come through. These 4 figures alone over $100 of value, which is amazing. All 4 we've uploaded this week. Going out on BrickOwl, biggest BrickOwl order that we've had. Let's go. Saturday morning, and the final order of this week's vlog is an absolute banger. We have minifigures and minifigure parts for about 45 lots, reaching about $100 of value, which is fantastic. And if you reach this part of the video, thank you very much. Make sure you subscribe and comment and like the video, and check out this video if you haven't already seen it.